kickoff for Buffalo.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 36. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check it back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. No street. I got you, son.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jones. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 54 yards.
4 yards. First down, New England.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll set up to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
4-yard line.
On first down, Albert. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
3 more yards.
23 yards on the play.
First down. First down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give right side. Albert. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Another carry.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, Albert, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, and the Bills have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's got his tight end knocks for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have broken the tie.
The extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones throwing on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, but it'll be second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bills 21, Patriots 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 10-yard line.
"13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 21.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, check. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Albert, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Everyone go.
Now back to throw. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
He's crazy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Down the 2nd down throw on target, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bradley. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Jones has just thrown his third interception.
Showtime today,
Picked off at the 28. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they're there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, three. Watch the ship.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tackled at the 29.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
At the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. On the return is Hines. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Bills.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Third down.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This pass finds its way to Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
First down.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
At the 4-yard line.
Mike 50. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
4-yard line.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
From the gun, Jones. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back.
Turnover on down.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Finding Knox there, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Back to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Today's final score.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.